Excuse me, sir? I'm looking for a job. My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket!
Who deserves a spot among the greatest thriller actors of all time? Jake Gyllenhaal is a modern-day thriller titan with a dozen spine-chilling performances under his belt. Around the early 2000s, Jake Gyllenhaal became well known for starring in Donnie Darko in 2001. It's a movie that has a big fan base even today because it's so good. After that, he was in big movies like The Day After Tomorrow and Brokeback Mountain. In '07, Gyllenhaal was already a big star when he starred in Zodiac, a thriller directed by David Fincher. It's a movie that's loved by fans and critics alike. Donnie Darko became super popular and it influenced how Jake Gyllenhaal acts in movies. He learned to use his expressions and eyes a lot. He even looked at things in a certain way because of where the camera was. Later, he got into theater and tried different stuff like accents and singing. Now he's big on Broadway. He did some romantic movies as a teenager, but then he did Bubble Boy, which is kind of funny but also good. After all, he started taking more challenging roles, like Brokeback Mountain. It was a big deal because not so many actors played gay characters back then, but now it's more common. He did not realize how important Brokeback Mountain would be until it came out. It got a bunch of awards. After that, he worked even harder and got better at acting. Then he did Jarhead, which was the first of many movies where he's in the military or police. Throughout the next 10 years, Gyllenhaal kept starring in thrilling movies that were just as good as the classics in the genre. Jake Gyllenhaal had some great movies in the following years. In 2011, he was in Source Code, a movie that people really liked. Then in 2012, there was End of Watch, a cool cop movie. The next year, he starred in two thrillers by the same director, Denis Villeneuve, Enemy and Prisoners. Both of these movies were really good. And in 2014, there was Nightcrawler. Dan Gilroy's movie Nightcrawler is considered one of Jake Gyllenhaal's best movies, no matter what kind of movie you like. It's cool because it's his fifth thriller in a row, where he's the main star. After that, he was in more movies like Nocturnal Animals, The Guilty, and Ambulance. Jake Gyllenhaal is awesome in movies like Demolition and Nocturnal Animals, even though they didn't make much money in the box office. In Demolition, he's a guy who starts wrecking his old house after his wife dies, trying to make a fresh start. And in Nocturnal Animals, directed by fashion guy Tom Ford, Jake plays a guy seeking revenge, mixing love and intensity. Jake's best when he's got a good director and room to add depth to his characters. He's not just an actor, he's a producer too, making movies to let others tell their stories. What's cool about Jake is how he dives deep into his roles. He becomes the character, studying everything from how they talk to how they move. This makes his performances feel real and gripping. They're all pretty good. What makes Gyllenhaal even cooler is that he always adds his own special touch to his roles, making them different from everyone else's. Jake finished high school at Harvard Westlake School in 1998. Even though it's not a Jewish school, it had some famous Jewish students like Beanie Feldstein. Jake says he owes a lot of his career to the director of October Sky, Joe Johnston. He starred in that movie when he was just 16 years old. Jake told GQ in an interview, "He really gave me my first shot, and I owe him a lot for believing in me." Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie, is married to actor Peter Sarsgaard, who was in movies with Jake. In the past, Jake dated some famous people. He dated Kirsten Dunst, who acted with Maggie in a movie from '02 to '04. Then he dated Reese Witherspoon, who was in a movie with him from '07 to '09. After that, he dated Taylor Swift for a short while in 2010 and 2011. And then he dated a model named Alyssa Miller for a few months in 2013. Since late 2018, Jake has been dating a French model named Jean Cadir. In 2006, Gyllenhaal got picked for one of the 50 most beautiful people by People magazine. They also said he was one of the hottest single guys that year. In April 2012, Shalom Life put him under number 6 on their list of 50 most talented, smart, funny, and good-looking Jewish men worldwide. Then in 2013, Empire magazine's readers voted him number 35 on their list of 100 sexiest movie stars. And in 2018, Glamour magazine said he was one of the sexiest guys of the year. There have been lots of actors who played Batman, but it's also interesting to know who almost got that role. Jake Gyllenhaal from Roadhouse talked about missing out on being Batman in Batman Begins on the Howard Stern show. Director Christopher Nolan even called him personally to say he didn't get the part. Jake also missed out on a role as Baz Luhrmann's Moulin Rouge, but both Nolan and Luhrmann called him to explain why. Gyllenhaal said when you're getting close to getting a role, it feels real. Even though he didn't get the part, he appreciated the director's honesty. When Nolan called him, Gyllenhaal thought it was cool to get a call from such a big director. It gave him confidence to keep trying for other roles. Christian Bale ended up playing Batman in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, but Jake could have been a great choice too. He's a talented actor, known for his diverse roles, from dark characters to charming ones. Movies like Donnie Darko, Prisoners, and Nightcrawler show he can handle Batman's dark side well. Plus, he has a lot of charm to pull off Bruce Wayne's billionaire persona. Recently, in Roadhouse, he showed his physically fit, which is important for the role. Gyllenhaal has said he'd be honored to play Batman if given the chance. So for those hoping to see him in this iconic role, it might not just be wishful thinking. Right now, Robert Pattinson is playing Batman in a new movie series called The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. It's different from another DC Comics universe being developed by James Gunn. In this other universe, there's a movie called The Brave and the Bold, which is about Batman mentoring his son, Damian Wayne. They haven't picked who will play Batman just yet, and Jake could be a good chance for that role in Gunn's vision. It's nice to know that even though Jake Gyllenhaal didn't get to play Batman before, director Christopher Nolan was kind to him about it. Hollywood can sometimes be tough on actors who miss out on big roles, so it's refreshing to hear about Nolan's kindness. So, Jake Gyllenhaal is considered brave because he takes on challenging roles and isn't afraid to push boundaries. From playing complex characters in movies like Brokeback Mountain to trying different genres like Bubble Boy, he's always willing to take risks. Even when it wasn't common, he tackled roles that some actors might have shied away from, like playing a gay character in a time when it wasn't widely accepted. His dedication to storytelling and his willingness to explore different aspects of characters makes him a standout as one of the bravest actors in Hollywood. So are you a Jake Gyllenhaal fan? Do let us know in the comments below. Also, hit the like and subscribe buttons to watch more content. Until next time.